And hello, everyone. Welcome back. It is episode 2 of season 2 of South by Southwest. I am Mr. Cellophane. How are you? A lot to get to today. But before we get into that, make sure you hit that like button down below if you've been enjoying the series so far. Thank you very much. We are at the end of October, and we are getting set for our second round matchup in the DFB Pokal. We are on the road against third-tier Arminia Bielefeld. But we've got a lot of stuff to get to before then. The transfer window has slammed shut. And as you may remember, Nicholas Christoph, in the last episode, signed by Almeria in La Liga. 2.3 million. Did we spend it all? Absolutely not, because there is not a lot to spend it on, and anyone we could have spent it on did not want to join us. We did complete the signing of David Mutter, which we were talking about at the end of last episode. He hasn't made any appearances because, as we also mentioned, Tim Boss was going to be taking over the top first-choice goalkeeper duties. Couldn't even remember what that was. But the 19-year-old joining us for the next couple of years to be a backup. I mean, he's going to be serviceable. His communication needs work. His one-on-ones aren't great. His reflexes aren't great, but he was the best of what was available to us. We also, because we were worried about numbers purely, we brought in yet another goalkeeper. He's 16 years old. He's got plenty of time to potentially develop. He does have a little bit of potential, not as much as maybe we would like. He's playing with our U19s. This is Maximilian Braun. His one-on-ones are actually better than Mutter, but he's kind of fair to middling all over, so hopefully he can get some of these goalkeeping attributes up by the time we may need to call on him. We did make one more move, and we went back to FC Saarbrücken forward. We picked up a backup right back. He could also play on the left side. He's got a pretty reasonable left foot. Calogero Rizzuto. You're like, that's an Italian name. He was born locally. He was born in Saarbrücken, so we were able to sign him. Good dribbling, marking, tackling, so he's very good defensively. He's got okay pace, great agility. His balance is good. His work rate is good. Positioning could use a little bit of work. We're hoping to develop that in a little bit. He's going to basically be spelling Robin Fellhauer, or Fellhauer ends up playing in the midfield. We may even use him on the left side if we need to give Morris Neubauer a spell, or Hendrik Zook, which actually is something we did need to do, and we will get to that, well, basically now. What happened since we beat Schalke 3-2? Well, we followed that up on the road with a pretty lackluster performance against Fortuna Düsseldorf. Dennis Yastremski, scoring in the 69th minute. That was really the only thing to go on. This match was awful, to be perfectly honest with you. It just wasn't very good for us, and I was hoping that we would be able to use that momentum off of the big Schalke win, but sadly it wasn't to be. Next, it was Dynamo Dresden. We lost 2-1. Olivia Batista Meyer picking up a brace for Dresden. This one was a little bit more even. The issue we had was containing, and I'm not sure why the XG match story and all this is not loading up. We had a lot of trouble containing the 4-4-2. They really did a great job of getting in behind. And the first goal was scored on a free kick. They would just basically overwhelmed us completely. Our back four really not very good. Rizzuto getting the start at right back in this one because Fellhauer was unavailable. But we were able to turn things around once we returned home and took on Karlsruhe. And this was the Manuel File show. He was absolutely spectacular. Every time he touched the ball, it seemed like he was putting himself in a position to score a goal. I mean, early on, he got into space, slotted home his second of the year in just the 7th minute. He got his second of the night, cutting in between the defenders. 34 minutes in, Gindorf's third made it 3. His third of the year, that is. 52 minutes in, we had a 2-0 lead at the break. Boss got things started. He just kicked it long, and it ended up with Ginsdorf, and he finished it off. Conte then sent it into the middle to complete the hat trick for Manuel File, but he was not done. An interception from Lukas Schnellbacher drew 3 men to him, so he was able to dish it off to a wide-open File for a 5-1 victory. And this was our best overall solid. Yes, it was really Manuel File who did all the work at the end, but he got a lot of help. It was a very complete victory, which we then completely threw out the window and were completely dominated by Hertha Berlin. I kind of expected as much on this one, to be perfectly fair. I mean, Boss was amazing. He made 10 saves. He really did all we asked of him. It was our defense that kind of let us down. Adieli had a terrible game. Neubauer kept getting beat. Fellhauer was ineffective. File went from a 10 rating to a 6.2. We need to get more consistent. But if you look at the XG story, I mean, at the end of the day, Hertha Berlin just absolutely dominated. They got up pretty early, and we just could not play catch-up in that one. But we did kind of rebound on kind of a lackluster performance, to be perfectly honest. We were lucky to get away with a point in this one, hosting VN Wiesbaden. They took the lead 4 minutes in and made it 2-0 in under 10 minutes. Then finally we found our feet toward the second half, and then the second half of the second half is where we really started to turn it on. Conte did score, so we were actually up 1-0, but that was like it for our offense for like the next 60, 70 minutes or so. Conte then get a second of the match, 81 minutes in. We just managed the 2 shots on target, which is something we absolutely positively need to get better. Martinovic up front was just not very good. It was all Conte off the left. So our wingers are basically doing most of the work for us. Then came Braunschweig. And I think this is the second time we have beat Eintracht Braunschweig 5-0 in the last 2 seasons. Things started off kind of early. I mean, we did get the early goal from Samir Shaheen, but it was pretty cagey early on through the first 15, 20 minutes or so, and then all of a sudden, we just took off like a rocket. Goals in the first half from Lukas Schnellbacher, Lars Gindorf, and Manuel Feil getting back on the score sheet. Made it 4-0 at the half. We did make some changes. We brought Daniel Bolin. We brought in Gabriel Drakawi. Brought in Salif Cisse to get some minutes. Cisse scoring in the 51st minute to cap things off. It was a little quiet afterwards, but Braunschweig did turn things on a little bit. But as you look at the match momentum, holy Moses, it was just all Elversberg. And hopefully we were going to ride that into our next match, which of course we did not. Our consistency has been such an issue this season. On the road against Hanover, against like these big teams that have either been in the Zweite Bundesliga for a long time or have seen action at any point in their histories in the Bundesliga, seem to give us the most amount of trouble. They scored early, 13 minutes in, Shio Fukuda with the goal, and then basically didn't do anything. So we held them defensively for most of the middle period of this match. And in fact, we started to turn things on early in the second half. But at the end of the match, we were unable to score, and Hanover just basically took over for the last 10 minutes or so, with Louis Schwalb making it 2. So that puts us, and I like going to this other screen first, 14th on the Bundesliga table. 4 wins, 1 draw, 7 losses. I find this year we're losing more matches that we would have drawn in the past, which again is extraordinarily disappointing. But we're not going to worry about that for right now. We're still above the drop zone, even though we did spend a very brief moment in 16th place while we had a game in hand on some other teams. We are going to look at pretty much a rotated side for this match. We're going to get Zook, because frankly, I don't really care about the DOP Pokal. We need to get minutes in these guys' legs, because all I can think of is how much we are going to struggle if we don't have players that are match fit, if we start seeing some injuries to our bigger guys. Like, what are we going to do? I mean, Feil is looking to start in this match, but what are we going to do? And let's get Salif Cisse in there as well. Like, if Luka Dorholz isn't available, what are we going to do if Yannick Rochelt is unavailable, even though Conte has been playing pretty well and getting the majority of the minutes. Why don't we get Rochelt in there as well? So we're doing a full rotation. Boss in goal. It's going to be Zook, Leoncourt, Zickinger, and Pinkert. Zickinger just coming back from an injury. So is Pinkert. So I don't know if I want to go with Luca Weiss, do I? I really don't. Carlo Ruggiero. We're going to leave Pinkert out of the team completely. He really needs to get back in better fitness. Bull and Cisse will pair up in the midfield. Gindorf will be at the 10. Rochelt, Feil, and Martinovic are going to round out our attacking squad. I don't know what to expect from this match. We're either going to be really good because we're going to rely on the tactic working against the team that is behind us technically behind us in the table. Although they've been in fairly decent form, winners of 3 of their last 5, running a 4-3-3. Hopefully that doesn't cause us any major issues and we're able to pull through and make it into the next round of the competition. If we don't, however, that really doesn't bother me. I mean, it'll bother me because whenever we lose it bothers me, but I don't have an expectation. And why? Why do we keep dribbling into trouble? That is one of my pet peeves with this team. Even though I don't have them set to dribble, I could put them on dribble less and they will still kind of like get the ball and kind of dicker around and have it taken away from them. I do want to look at one thing. No, I did take off pass into space, which is something that I have done. I felt like we were turning the ball over in bad situations. I still want players to make runs, and that's why we turned it on in the first place. But I'm finding that we're doing less of the getting it ahead and putting it in a position where our guys just frankly never going to get there. Not a ton happening so far in the early going. Just a pair of shots for Arminia Bielefeld. They haven't made Tim Boss work, but they may here. Biancotti shooting it on, and that's going to go over. Not too bad. But almost 20 minutes played, we have not managed a shot on goal. So we're going to go into a slightly more positive mentality. I think that kind of show our dominance a little bit. We are dominating in possession. Oh, great pickoff by Gindorf. Looking to go the other way, but he's overtaken by Gierkens. Why are we, regardless of any pace we have on the team, why are we so slow with the ball? I just wish we could be better there. I know I'm doing a lot of griping right now, and most of you are probably going to sit there and go, and you can even put in the comments about how I'm complaining about the team that I put together, but I put the team together, so it gives me the right to complain. Booted long. Zach will settle it down. Rochelt takes it along the near sideline. Again, just stops, waits for the guy to get on him, leaving him no choice but to go to Zook instead of maybe picking out Gindorf. Rochelt up that side, over for Martinovic. His shot, he drags it wide. At least, hey, we got a shot off on goal. Now, next time, let's just get a little bit closer to the target. We're not really letting Arminia Bielefeld do much. But on the flip side, we're not doing a lot. And I guess considering the fact that we are playing 8 guys that don't normally start for us, I guess it really could be worse. But we're really seeing how the lack of connectivity between the players is having an effect. Zook off the throw and Bowl across. Cisse knocked out of the way. Kutcher's going to get there. Oh, no, wait. Feil got there first. All right. Great hustle. But then he dribbles right into the path of where the defender's going. Oh, he picks it off again into the box, plays it across, Rochelt with a shot, and Messenhuller with the save, and it's going to lead to a corner. That was the most tenacity we've seen out of this team so far tonight. Zook sending it in, sending it high, looking for the young Kur, but only finding Messenhuller instead. We generally have been better on our set pieces than we just showed there. I don't know, man. I'm hoping for this season. I originally came in with a top 10, top half finish. I may be revising that a little bit. I'm just hoping to do as well as we did last year. Now, to be fair, I think we're in a better position right now than we were, and I think we do have a better team than we had last year. Great play by Rizzuto, but Kothar's able to recover it, plays a corner of the box. Lannert is there, looking back post, finds his man, who just misses high. That was A scary moment in the first half. Guys, you've got to do better. You were bad, but please do better. We're not going to make any changes at the half. Nobody on the team has really stood out as being poor. I mean, foul, dribbling into trouble, a little disturbing. Great defensive play by Rochel getting back. Doing to them what they do to us. But an early corner in the second half for Arminia Bielefeld. Kobo's a little low. Lannert, his shot blocked. It's cleared away. Rochel's going to track it down. Do we have a counterattack in us? Drops it to Zook. I mean, it allows players to get forward, but once you give it to a guy like Henrik Zook, you're really looking to just like deaden the play and get everybody in position. But I don't know. We're going to go on the attack. I think we just need to like pump things up a little bit. Go a little bit more direct with our passing and really, really up the tempo. It's just not... I just feel us not scoring. I feel them not scoring. And then we're going to go to a shootout and we're going to lose because that's just the way shootouts in Football Manager work. They always seem to favor the underdog unless it's us. So it's really they favor the team that isn't us. Signature, why pass the Cisse when he's got so many men around? Like, he drew everybody in, got Rizzuto free. He's got some space out on the side, but then he'll just stop, turn his back. Cisse, going ahead, Martinovic to Field. Oh, File. Missing it wide. Taking a shot from about 19 yards out. I think he could have taken an additional touch, maybe gotten himself a better angle, or maybe held it up, looked for a pass. Done something just a little bit different. Now Zook has actually been... honestly, our best player on the pitch, at least ratings-wise. Gindorf to File. Come on. Getting men in the box. What was that? Oh, my dear sweet Lord. So good in one match, and then just like a stupid mistake. All he had to do was lay it off, and instead he dribbles into trouble, and... Really? So that just tells me that was Football Manager's way of saying, you know, Arminia Bielefeld is supposed to be scoring right now, so we're going to make your player do something extra stupid that looks really bad and makes it look like he has no idea what the hell he's doing just so we can generate the goal on the other end. That's what it's telling me. And we do have a kickoff highlight, so maybe... Ball out wide, Zook. Rochel tries to get him in stride. Rochel's got two men on him, still with it along the far sideline. Feeds it to Ball. Zook in for Cisse. Rochel, nice touch. Great delivery. Yannick Rochel with his second goal of the year to equalize. I take it back. Well, I don't take it back because File had nothing to do with that. But this is the kind of play that we've seen in our wins against Schalke, against Braunschweig, even late on in the draw against Wien Wiesbaden. But it takes 62 minutes against Arminia Bielefeld. It takes them scoring a goal that never should have happened. Our defense was pretty awful in that situation. Martinovic just absolutely doing nothing. We're going to bring in Angelo Stavridis, and File's going to come out. Joshua Mies is coming in. Mies has actually been pretty good this season, coming in off of the bench. Hasn't really gotten the starts, but he has gotten some minutes. Kothar, oh, come on, Rizzuto. Get good. Drop to Lannert. Lannert with it. Oh! Knocked away. Mies clears it. Stavridis has got it. And the counterattack is on. Stavridis, don't stop. There you go. Feeds Bol. Taken down by Chan Oskun, but Rochel gets it. Bol is down. Rochel, side angle, knocked down by Corbos, and Arminia Bielefeld's on the counterattack. And look how quickly they were able to just move it through. We had so many guys bombing forward. That is one of the weaknesses in the tactic. We have tried to make it more of an attacking tactic. I mean, we're going to do what we can defensively. We really need to score the goals. What kind of pass was that? Rizzuto is dying, so we're going to substitute him off, I guess, Luca Weiss. You'll see his first action. Oh, great ball around the side of Bol. Bol in for Gindorf. Gindorf has a man on him. Takes the shot. Keeps it along the ground. 5th of the year. Arminia Bielefeld 1. ELVERSBERG 2. What a ball up ahead to Bowl. It really sprung things going. Everybody just kept bombing for it. Rochelt involved again. What an absolute pass. And Cisse has been playing well, but Rochelt's been playing well. We've got 2 left wingers that have done a job for us so far this year. We are going to make that tactical change. I don't know what Wies can bring us. I think we're going to dial this back a little bit as well. That's not going to happen until the end of the next change. So they're still attacking in attack mode here. Leoncourt, Cisse plays it forward. Stavridis moves it to his right. He's got Joshua Mies. Mies with a little bit of room. Gets past his man. Mies in. Mies shoots. Hits the side netting. What a great dribble by Joshua Mies. And here we go, guys. It was actually deflected out. So Zook will deliver the corner. Little bit flat, and Opie able to clear it. But Bowl tracks it down. Recycling it quickly. Leoncourt out for Rochelt. Feeds Gindorf. Lars Gindorf, 5th of the year, 2nd of the night. Arminia Bielefeld 1. Oh, no. They're calling that back. They say he was offside. He's on. Oh, come on. Maybe for the lean. Maybe they got him on the lean. Still 2-1, 15 minutes to go. And now we're really cooking. Gindorf in space. One-on-one with the keeper. Gets the shot off around the defender, but Mason Huller able to deal with it. Lars Gindorf, all of a sudden, coming alive here in this second half. Arminia Bielefeld, though, still with about 12 minutes plus stoppage time to try to do some damage here. We may need to... See, I don't like trying to shut down the shop here. Park the bus, as they say, because it just does not seem to work very well for us. Football Manager does not really reward... They'll reward defensive play, but they will not reward cowardice. Rochelt in. He's got an angle. He shoots off the defender, gets it back, hits the side netting. 2 opportunities there for Yannick Rochelt, who's just been an absolute revelation so far in this game. Although Carlos Sickinger not having the greatest match at center back in his return. I had such high hopes for him coming in and being a part of our first pairing. Ball around the side. Hetfair deep. Chips it into the middle. Boss will be the boss of his area and collect that away. We're going to take a look after this match. I just want to very briefly show you Tim Boss. What the? I'm sorry. What? If they score on this, so help me God. Great clearance by Rochelt. Track down. Oh, Stavridis. Is he behind? No. Hetfer overtakes him. 12-13 shots on goal. Now favoring ELVERSBERG. We're winning in the possession match. We're winning in the XG, cleared by Mies, but Hetfer will look to recycle. 6 minutes added on here. And I feel like Arminia Bielefeld, even though they haven't really shown it here because I just know Football Manager so well, I feel like they're going to be good for at least a ton of offensive activity here in added time. And of course, now that I've said that out loud, I'm hoping Football Manager does the exact opposite. 15 seconds to go. This could be it. Zook looking far post for Mies. Missenholler is going to deal with it. Arminia Bielefeld, frankly, needs to get up the pitch faster. He's going to boot it down. It's over the head. The referee blows the final whistle, and ELVERSBERG is on to the next round of the DFB Pokal. Before we move on, so Tim Boss has made 7 appearances in the Bundesliga. It's not going to count this match here. He has conceded 11, but he kept a clean sheet, and that is something that we were not able to do before Boss took over. 6.9 rating. I feel like he's done a tremendous job. He's held 14 saves. He's parried 12, so he's seen a ton of shots and done as much as we could possibly ask of him. Proud of your performance, guys. Glad that we got a win. You all are the absolute best. We do not have... the draw isn't happening yet. I would want to bring that to you, but I don't know how long it's going to take. So, next episode, we're going to kick things off with activity on the road against Wolfsburg. Now, Wolfsburg is having a dreadful season. They're actually behind us on the table, and they were 1-91 favorites to actually win the Zweite Bundesliga this year. I know this has been a long episode. We are going to come back. Do we do the third round of the DFB Pokal? I think we come back for the third round of the DFB Pokal, because it may be very interesting. If we can make a deep run, it could be very good for us, help us with our momentum. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you hit the like button. Drop a comment down there as well. Let's help feed the algorithm. I really appreciate it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and I will see you next time. Until then, bye-bye.